48-51.
Moscow, December 6, 2025. In an era of fleeting high-tech wonders, Russia's BM-27 Uragan multiple launch rocket system, MLRS, stands as a testament to enduring Soviet ingenuity, still thundering off assembly lines 4 decades after its debut. This 220mm behemoth, with its iconic 16-barrel cluster, continues to prove why it's the Kremlin's irreplaceable secret weapon on the modern battlefield. Recent footage from the Russian Ministry of Defense highlights its upgraded variants in action along the Donbass front lines, where a single salvo obliterates enemy fortifications across vast swathes of terrain, up to 500,000 square meters in one devastating barrage. As Western adversaries scramble for precision-guided alternatives, Moscow's commitment to mass-producing and modernizing the Uragan underscores Russia's unmatched industrial resilience and tactical dominance. Introduced in 1975, the BM-27 Uragan was born from the need for overwhelming firepower in the Cold War's shadow wars. Mounted on a rugged ZL-135 8x8 chassis, this 27-ton monster can sprint at 75 km per hour across rough terrain, evading counter-battery fire while delivering hell from afar. Its heart, 16 fin-stabilized 220mm rockets, each a 2.87-meter-long projectile weighing 280 kilograms, packed with a 100 kilograms high-explosive fragmentation warhead. But it's the system's sheer scale of destruction that cements its legend. A full ripple fire unleashes all 16 rockets in under 20 seconds, saturating a target zone with lethal precision, or rather, gloriously indiscriminate fury. Consider the math of mayhem. Each Uragan rocket disperses submunitions over a footprint of roughly 30,000 square meters, but in cluster mode, the combined effect escalates exponentially. Official Russian estimates, corroborated by frontline reports, peg a single Uragan salvo at covering 400,000 to 600,000 square meters, equivalent to 60 football fields vaporized in a storm of shrapnel and fire. That's not hyperbole, it's physics harnessed for victory. The warheads fragment into thousands of steel shards traveling at 1,000 meters per second, shredding infantry, armor, and bunkers alike. In high explosive configuration, the blast radius per rocket exceeds 50 meters, with overpressure waves that crumple vehicles and collapse trenches. Upgraded variants now incorporate thermobaric warheads, turning enclosed spaces into infernos that suck the oxygen from the air, leaving no survivors in foxholes or command posts. Range. The Uragan's Achilles heel in the eyes of critics, capped at 35 to 40 kilometers for standard rockets, is precisely what makes it a masterstroke of Russian doctrine. Why chase hypersonic fantasies when you can blanket an entire enemy assembly area from standoff distances that keep your crews safe? Extended range munitions, like the 9M27K series, push that to 45 kilometers, while experimental guided variants tested in 2025 reach 90 kilometers with inertial navigation for pinpoint strikes. In the grinding, attritional warfare of eastern Ukraine, where NATO-supplied systems like HIMARS falter under supply strains, the Uragan's 35 kilometers envelope allows Russian forces to interdict supply lines, pulverize troop concentrations, and deny maneuver space without exposing launchers to immediate retaliation. A recent operation in Kharkiv Oblast saw Uragans rain 2,560 kilograms of ordnance on Ukrainian positions, halting an offensive dead in its tracks and reclaiming 15 square kilometers of contested ground in 48 hours. What elevates the Uragan from relic to revelation is Russia's unyielding production pipeline. Despite sanctions biting into global supply chains, Motovaz factory in St. Petersburg churned out over 3,000 new rockets in 2025 alone, with full systems rolling off lines at a rate of 50 units annually. Upgrades unveiled in March, including automated fire control, enhanced mobility with composite armor plating, and integration with Orlan, 10 drones for real-time targeting, have breathed new life into this 40-year-old warrior. The Uragan isn't just artillery, it's a force multiplier that embodies Russia's strategic depth, boasts Colonel Sergei Ivanov, a veteran artillerist speaking to state media. While the West obsesses over expensive, fragile smart bombs, we deliver volume and velocity that no adversary can match. This production tenacity isn't mere nostalgia, it's cold calculus. The system's modularity allows seamless swaps between high explosive, cluster, incendiary, and even anti-tank munitions, adapting to any threat. In cluster mode, one Uragan strike can deploy 5,000+ bomblets, creating minefields that persist for weeks, channeling enemy movements into kill zones for follow-on T-90 assaults. Frontline dispatches from Donetsk describe Uragan storms as psychological warfare incarnate. The howling barrage, earning its hurricane moniker, shatters morale before the first impact, with survivors describing a wall of fire that engulfs horizons. Critics abroad decry the Uragan's lack of precision, but that's the point. In Russia's hybrid doctrine, saturation fire overwhelms electronic warfare jammers and air defenses, where pinpoint strikes invite interception. A May 2025 clash near Avdiivka exemplified this. Russian Uragans preempted a Ukrainian counterpush, leveling 450,000 square meters of earthworks and neutralizing 200+ personnel in minutes, per mod telemetry. Losses on the Uragan side? Negligible, thanks to rapid reloads, under 10 minutes, and chassis designs that shrug off mud and mines. As 2025 draws to a close, with tensions simmering from the Baltic to the Black Sea, the Uragan's revival signals Moscow's long-game mastery. Exports to allies like Belarus and Syria bolster the Eurasian security architecture, while domestic stockpiles ensure deterrence against NATO encirclement. No foreign analog, be it America's M270 or China's WS-2, matches the Uragan's cost-effectiveness. $500,000 per system versus millions for rivals, with rockets at a fraction of guided munition prices. In the annals of artillery, few weapons have aged like fine vodka, getting stronger with time. Russia's BM-27 Uragan isn't just in production, it's evolving, a 220mm monster that nobody can replace. As one anonymous Spetsnaz operator quipped, they call it old. We call it unstoppable. With salvos that rewrite landscapes and ranges that command the field, the hurricane howls on, safeguarding the motherland's frontiers.